The purpose of United Methodist Men is to declare the centrality of Christ in every man's life. For individuals, this is expressed in daily Bible study, witnessing to Christ through daily work, to building relationships both at home, in the community, and the workplace that are Christ-centered, and Christian service to others in and out of the church, wherever the need happens to be. As an organization, United Methodist Men serve the South Central jurisdiction through many ways, including resourcing and connecting the local, district, and conference men to all of the necessary tools to grow spiritually and to execute the mission. We promote spiritual growth among men and throughout the family and community in a variety of ways. Support missions and outreach, being the arms and legs of the church. We provide, most importantly, Christian-based leadership development using world-class Wesleyan Christian leadership development training and equipping tools. We provide, through the jurisdiction, resources that help the Methodist men meet the needs of the general church through the support of the General Commission on United Methodist Men. Something brand new designed to meet today's men where they are is an app called Live Bold with over 30,000 subscribers actively engaged. This is for individual men, providing both a platform and a resource for communicating, for sharing needs, for also learning and growing individually and spiritually. Beyond that, for group formation and group support, class meeting, we have something called Adventure Men, and this is just what it sounds like. It's taking men on a spiritual adventure in the context of a group with other men. Beyond that, we've got something brand new for the entire church, United Men Ministry. This is an online resource that's available to every member of the church, targeting specifically the men, but designed to grow the church as a whole. We're innovating new things on a daily basis to meet the current need of the church. We've always been supporters of youth ministry, believing that adult men can have a positive influence on young people. We support scouting of all sorts for boys and girls, including Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Campfire Girls, youth building programs like Big Brothers and Big Sisters, Amachi for children who have parents incarcerated, and many other resources. Another unique way that the Methodist men support the mission of the church is to provide qualified speakers to fill the pulpit and to advise and consult with the church as they develop a plan to disciple their men. We have men that are certified lay speakers, but also we have certified men's ministry specialists, a year-long program of education that includes a very deep dive into all the resources, tools, and techniques to properly disciple men. We offer free consulting for every church. We feed the hungry through a variety of highly effective hunger programs, partnering up with agencies like Society of St. Andrew, gleaning leftover food in the fields, providing fresh meals for the hungry worldwide with Rise Up Against Hunger, having a massive impact on the planet itself. As we work to make disciples of all men, a centerpiece is prayer. We have a national prayer advocate as well as regional prayer advocates. Beyond that, we encourage the men to become prayer leaders at home, to initiate prayer in church, and to be part of prayer warriors out in the workplace and community. In fact, the South Central Jurisdiction Methodist Men actually sponsored a National Day of Prayer, inviting men from all around the world to participate online. A very successful prayer initiative took place during the COVID shutdown. United Methodist Men partnered together with the men's leaders of 3 other denominations that are traditionally African American, and for the first time ever held a National Day of Prayer amongst all the men. The AME Church, the AME Zion, and CME Church all have Methodist roots. The theme of this prayer time together was unity. The men who participated had such a great time that we'll be doing this again in the near future. Another important way that Methodist men provide spiritual support to the world around us is through a purpose-written devotion book called Strength for Service, originally designed to support the military, where today over 600,000 of our soldiers, men and women, are carrying this devotion. It was expanded and other additions produced to support scouting and our first responders. Copies are distributed by Methodist men who raise the funds and distribute the copies at times of disaster and to support the community and scouts around the world. Supporting the local pastor, Methodist men in our jurisdiction put together teams that would visit churches and find ways to support the pastor, engaging the congregation and encouraging them to become active, especially targeting men who weren't presently active. There are a number of other creative ways that Methodist men have supported spiritual growth and the community, such as a men's night in, building unity across the church, an online experience, hosting award dinners, getting involved in inter-church ministries, participating in other men's activities like Iron Sharpens Iron, and building community amongst the church in general. Methodist Men is so much more than just a men's club. Methodist men are engaged in spiritual activity, growing the home, the family, the church, the community, making a difference. We offer a number of different ways to do so: programs, training, processes, studies. We have resources that are making a difference. And finally, it benefits strongly every church that actively participates. Studies show that when a larger percentage of men are active in the church, that is an indicator for church growth. The reverse of that is true. If the church attendance drops below 39% for men in attendance regularly, the church is in an inevitable decline. We want to help reverse this by getting men engaged, supplying and supporting all the needs to help the church itself do what they're charged and called and have a heart to do.